Good morning. They left it late against Wolves, but the unbeaten run continues. Good morning. Yeah, it's been going round and round in my head. Thank you for that.
It's the earworm, isn't it? Morning, Jane.
We're going to start with Manchester City because Pep Guardiola's side just look unstoppable at the moment, don't they? City's incredible run continues. The Premier League leaders beat Wolves 4-1 at the Etihad last night. That was their 21st win in a row in all competitions. They certainly look like they might, don't they? Now, from his pedigree on the pitch to his punditry off it, the world of football has come together to remember Ian St John, who died yesterday at the age of 82. Ian St John, who's died at the age of 82. Now, horse racing's image crisis continues after a video emerged of amateur jockey Rob James climbing onto a horse that had died of a heart attack whilst training yesterday. That photograph surfaced just a day after trainer Gordon Elliott was pictured sitting on top of a dead horse. With the Cheltenham and Aintree meetings just around the corner, the British Horse Racing Authority's Director of Equine Health and Welfare, James Given, says the sport's image has been tarnished. The Women's Rugby World Cup is the latest major sporting event to be rescheduled because of the pandemic. England's women cricketers won the first of their 3 T20 matches against New Zealand earlier this morning. They bowled the hosts out for 96 and reached their target with 4 overs to spare. This time tomorrow morning, England's men will be trying to win the 4th and final test against India in Ahmedabad in an attempt to level the series at 2-all. 7-time world snooker champion Stephen Hendry has made his long-awaited return to the sport, but it wasn't the fairy tale that he might have wanted. The 52 years old, and I remember when he became the youngest ever world champion at the age of just 21 in 1990, and here he is making a return. Makes me feel old.
At the peak of his powers, he was incredible, wasn't he?
Yeah, 7-time. He was still the youngest ever champion. No one's ever beaten that yet.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good morning. Can anyone catch Manchester City? Their unbeaten run continues after victory over Wolves. Good morning. Yeah, clinical from Manchester City last night, really, wasn't it? A very impressive win from the league leaders, although they did leave it late to beat Wolves 4-1 at the Etihad last night. It gives them their 21st win in a row in all competitions. A second image of a horse racing professional sitting astride a dead horse has emerged, furthering the crisis in the industry. Jockey Rob James was filmed climbing onto a horse that had died of a heart attack whilst training. That surfaced just a day after trainer Gordon Elliott was also pictured sitting on top of a dead horse. With the Cheltenham and Aintree meetings just around the corner, racehorse trainer Jamie Snowden says Elliott's reputation may not ever fully recover. 7-time world snooker champion Stephen Hendry has made his long-awaited return to the sport, but it wasn't the fairy tale that he might have wanted. And England's women's cricketers won their first of their 3 T20 matches against New Zealand earlier this morning. They bowled the hosts out for 96 and reached their target with 4 overs to spare. And this time tomorrow morning, England's men will be trying to win the 4th and final test against India in Ahmedabad in an attempt to level the series 2-all. Yeah, so they trail 2-1 in the series. Let's hope they'll cope with the conditions a little better for this 4th and final test.
That's the key, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks for that, Jane.
Thank you.